Tea sippers, you already know what time it is. It's time to catch that tea after dark with your favorite girl, A Tru Lady. That's right, it's another Monday night, and you already know what I'm doing. Spilling everyone's tea but my own. So I'm going to start off with this week's CTT Bays, which is brought to you by CTT Merch. That's right, Catch the Tea merch is available right now on spillingthetea.com by clicking shop, or you might as well click the link in the comment section below, because you know I'm in the comments. Make sure you get your sweatshirts, t-shirts, and so much more. Now, all my ladies are leading full front with this week's CTT Bays. And I have to give it to my girl, Janet Jackson, with a new hairstyle, and she is slaying. Next goes to Drinker Gates because she's always on point. Sis keeps it cute and simple. All right. Finally goes to Monique. Sis is snatched and slaying. Okay. Come through, weight loss. Shoot, she definitely inspired me. Get my gym on. All right. Comment below your favorite CTT Bays of the week, just in case I may have missed them. Now it is time for this week's Hot Topics. Y'all, so much is going on, and I definitely have an opinion. Let's talk about Dream Doll responding to Tory Lanez. Of course, Tory Lanez was in so much battle rapping everybody via social media, dropping diss records here and there. And in his recent diss record to Don Q, he happens to mention Dream Doll, and sis was not having it. Oh no! She responded back with the quickness, and she left that man shaking in the streets. In my opinion, tea sippers, she did not have to get on him about Beijing and his beard and how he left it between her legs. Oh! What is when I say shots fired, boo, 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 boo. She was not playing any games, tea sippers. She definitely held her own, and she definitely ran that round. I was expecting Tory Lanez to respond, but he ain't said a mumbling word. What's tea sippers? Did you hear the diss track? What were your ultimate thoughts? I need you to comment below right now. As I talked about last week, and in case you missed the tea, Cardi B and Offset together for culture, but not getting back together for one another. I lied. Because Cardi B said that they are working it out. No, they are not back together yet, but you know, things are working out. And I'm glad about this, tea sippers, only because I like Cardi B and Offset together. They definitely spent time together this past weekend for the Super Bowl in Atlanta, and were caught in the club. So, yeah, I could definitely see this happening, especially if he's changed for the better. Now, if he's continuing on with that cheating and carrying on, you could miss me with that BS. But where in the wind, tea sippers, Offset changed his number, and no one from his past has that new number. I think that's definitely a sign of a first step to making things happen. What are your thoughts, tea sippers? Do you think they belong together? Do you think Cardi should stay single? What's tea? Comment below. Now, while I'm talking about Super Bowl weekend, a lot of things happened. A lot of people were arrested, and a lot of people are known to be British and from the UK. That's neither here nor there. We'll talk about that on the CTT podcast come Wednesday night on Facebook, facebook.com/suchalady85. But Bow Wow was arrested this past weekend. The Super Bowl weekend didn't even kick off that good. It was Friday night, early Saturday morning, and he found himself in handcuffs and thrown behind bars. Now, we're in the wind. He got into an altercation with his ex-girlfriend, and sis appeared to be the aggressor versus Bow Wow, as you can see in his mugshot. Oh, Lord. Face all scratched up. Well, apparently she threw a lampshade on him, slapped him up, beat him up really bad. But someone said he was questioning her about her being with somebody named Shaquille. I don't know, T-Sippers. I don't know about that. But, I really think it was crazy because a lot of people were saying that if this was the other way around, you guys would be dragging him through the mud and this, that, and the third, and no one's caping for Bow Wow, which I do not advocate for any domestic violence. I worked at a battered women's shelter for a long time, and I saw a lot of things come through there that changed my thought and perception on life and how we try to blame women or blame men for being in the situations that they're in, and that's not the case. It's some things are psychological, some things just happen. It's different variables when it goes into domestic violence, and we need to open our eyes and ears to those situations. Now, the thing with Bow Wow, I guess because it's Bow Wow and everybody wants to crack jokes on him and run memes and this, that, and the third, it's still a man that was hurt at the hands of domestic violence. Now, if you look into her mugshot, you see nothing. It appears nothing was wrong with her, but she called the police first. She lied and said he was the one who beat her up. He was the aggressor, despite even seeing the fact that it was really the other way around. Bow Wow's lawyer is saying that he was wrongfully arrested. Now, we weren't there. Only those two are there, and two eyewitnesses who confirmed Bow Wow's story, saying that she was the aggressor. But it's just like, if you feel like you get to the point where you got to put your hands on somebody, I say this all the time, keep your hands to yourself. You need to leave. You need to walk away and go your merry way and calm down, take 10, and think about the situation. Is it even worth it? Is it even worth me blowing up? Is it even worth me getting upset? Is it even worth me being mad? So, that's when it comes to domestic violence. I want people to open their minds and just think just a tad bit. Do I feel bad for Bow Wow? Yes. Am I going to laugh at the jokes? Yes. Because it's Bow Wow at the end of the day. But, no one should ever have to go through those situations. And this appeared to be just had been crazy anyway, because on a few episodes of growing up hip hop Atlanta, she was talking about putting a tracking device on his phone and wanting to know his moves at all times. So she was just a little thrown off, just a tad bit. The signs are always there. We just ignore them. No, they're a good person. No, they ain't. They ain't. They're not a good person. They're toxic. Anyway, what's tea sippers? What are your thoughts? How do you feel about this situation? I'm not gonna lie, what was so funny is that when it was like, I'll never let a Bow Wow me, or something like that. It was lyrics from Hood Nigga. And I was like, oh snap, I remember that. I don't know why Bow Wow and Soulja Boy are always the butt of all jokes. I think they really just do it to themselves. I don't know. What's tea sippers? Comment below. Let me know what you think. Now, while I'm talking about Bow Wow, let's talk about one of his exes who's flourishing and doing well, Ciara. Now, Future called her out and said that, well, he really called her out. He called Russell Wilson out, saying that he was really a weak man. He only followed what Ciara say, and with what she say, go, blah, 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 blah. Well, sis shut that down and said, when he leads, I follow. Okay, don't get it twisted. Russell Wilson wears the pants in the house. T-sippers, that's definitely what she's saying. But I want to say this. Man, everybody was like, independent woman ain't gonna follow, and she not gonna be submissive to the right man. Yes. Everybody always want to be like, every man always wants to be like, I'm the head. But do you know how to be the head? Do you know how to take lead? Do you know how to take charge? Do you know how to hold this woman up when she's ready to fall over on you? And vice versa. Ladies, do you know how to be submissive? Do you know how to let your man take lead? That be the thing. So y'all want it, but don't even know what it is, what it entails, and how to go about acquiring it. Oh, all right. I just started to feel away. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna just breathe on that one. But you know what I'm saying? So for Future to say that maybe she wasn't submissive to you because you weren't the right one for her. And maybe you weren't ready to take lead. Because being a man, just providing, is not all it takes to be a man and take lead. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, y'all. I hate getting into these conversations. I want to hear from you, though. I want you to comment below. What is your thought of being a submissive woman? What is your thought of being a man that takes leads and takes charge? And what are your thoughts about this situation? How do you feel about, Ciara and Russell Wilson's relationship? And the only thing that I don't like when it comes to their relationship, when it comes to baby Future, she paints Future in a way in the media that he's just this horrible father, and it only gives one side to the story. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't give two sides to the story, saying, well, yes, Future does get his son, but he doesn't put him all over social media in the way that his stepfather does Russell Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just paints this narrative, and it's negative. It's very negative, and I don't agree. That's what I don't agree with. Like, Future strikes me as the type who don't care about his women, but he do care about his kids. That's what he strikes. That's what the type he strikes me as. Okay, that's just how I feel. That's what just me gathering and trying to connect dots on certain situations. So, and speaking of Future, he was in Atlanta this weekend with one of his baby mamas, or Brittany. She gonna always be by his side. I don't understand what it is. I don't know. What's to y'all? Comment below. Comment below. And finally, Jussie Smollett was attacked in Chicago at 2 o'clock in the morning. And, the headlines read that this was racially charged. This was all about his sexual preference, and they were MAGA supporters, and the narrative just kind of spun out of control about the situation, which was so horrible. Here we are in 2019, and a black man is still getting beat up in the streets because of who he is and how he is. It's like we're not far removed from the civil rights movements and slavery. Like, those times are still around in 2019, in my honest opinion. Now, people did try to come out and say that this story was fake and it was altered, saying, yes, he did get beat up, but that's not the reason why he was beat up. And I don't know. I just can't say that, oh, yes, this was a fake situation and it was altered. Even though a part of it, to me, did feel a bit empire-ish. And the reason why I say that is because how Taraji P responded. And then you had Terrence Howard. He was on the news talking about it. It really felt empire-ish, but it still was like, this is a real situation. This man was hurt, battered, and bruised. And, you see the pictures with him on FaceTime with Lee Daniels. Now, despite being beat up in these streets, he did take to, the stage and performed for his fans. And, gave one hell of a show. I wasn't there. I watched it through somebody's Instagram. That shit was lit. I was like, all right, he put on the show. And, of course, he had to address it and let his friends know, what really happened. And he really talked about the situation on stage. And then the family members as well gave a response on stage, too, letting them know, how they feel about the situation. And I just hope a speedy recovery for him. Like, I know we get caught up in these storylines and these characters of people, and like a part of me thinking like he gonna handle this situation like Jamal, but he not. He's gonna handle this situation like Jussie Smollett. So I hope a speedy recovery. Someone said that they, that the people who committed this act were captured, but I'm not sure. And they didn't even release the footage yet. They only released the still image of what the, you know, culprits appeared to look like. So all we need to do is, you know, just wait and see. Let the police do their work and handle their job. And, you know, of course, we'll get those results. But you know me, I'm going to keep on digging to find out the real tea. What's tea, though? How do you guys feel about this situation? How do you feel about someone still getting beat up in 2019 about their sexual preferences and their race? Like, that's disgusting to me. But I want to hear how you feel, tea sippers. Go ahead right now and comment below. It's time for In Case You Missed the Tea. Those are some things that you may miss, but I'm always catching because y'all know I stay lurked out. But before we get into the case you missed the tea, I want you guys to go ahead and get your CTT merch that's available right now at spillingthetea.com by clicking shop. We have shirts, phone cases, and so much more available for you. Now, Meek Mill hops on Twitter and said he got good D. Did we need to know that? Did anybody else come forth and confirm, yes, this is true or nay? That was my thing. So you put these things out, it's usually someone's going to come behind and be like, oh, nah, that ain't happened. Or, yeah, I can confirm. But that ain't happened. So, Meek, you don't strike me. Never mind. Now, Kylie Jenner took to her Instagram, alluding to the fact that she is having baby fever because she asked for baby number 2. A beardless Idris Elba took to Instagram and asking fans did they like him with his beard or not. Idris, keep a little beard for me, please. Please. It is time for the Ask a Lady question. Now, if you ever want me to answer your questions, all you have to do is just log on to spillingthetea.com and click Ask a Lady and submit your questions there in the form. Also, check out past Ask a Lady questions and, you know, a few of my faves. Now, this week's question comes from In Love and Annoyed. I'm annoyed. Now, dear true lady, I've been dating this guy for about 6 months or so, but he wants to actually be in a full relationship with me. Everything is all good except he doesn't accept his child. He has a 7-year-old girl, which he told me about, but he doesn't pick her up, barely addresses her, and then his baby mama constantly rants about him on social media. IDK, how to handle this situation. What you think, sis? First off, I don't see how you in love, but okay, I'm gonna leave. That's neither here nor there. This is a tricky situation because there are so many variables that can allow a man for not spending time with their children. It could be the baby mama painting this picture, and it could be something totally different. He could feel like he's doing what he can by paying child support and just that's that. But if you have a true issue with it, you need to let him know. Especially he has a daughter and he's not being in her life or trying to, attempting to. You just need to bring it to light. Like, you have a 7-year-old daughter and children need both their parents in their lives. Whether parents are together or not. That's how I feel. Whether they're together or not. You need to be trying to do something as a parent to take initiative and be in their child's life. They need something from their mother and they need something from their father in order to becoming functioning adults. In my honest opinion, that's how I feel. So you need to bring that to light. Let him know how you feel. Like, hey, you know, you got a daughter over here. When you spend a lot of time with me, but when are you spending time with her? Or, you know, hold him accountable for those actions. Because some people may not see it in that way. He may think, I'm paying child support or whatever, or I'm doing this and I'm fine, I don't gotta go see her. But if you make him aware too and let him see that picture, like, dang, you know, it's kind of messed up, or just, you know, bring it to him, it's his awareness. Now you make your move based on his reaction and his response. If he responds like, shit, I ain't got time for that, man, the baby mama this, baby mama that, I ain't da-da-da-da-da, then you might need to question being in a relationship with him. But if you bring it to his attention and he says, well, I've been trying to do this, but X, Y, Z, and Z, I'm still trying to do this, X, Y, Z, and Z, I feel like I didn't need to bring you into this X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z. So it'll let you know how he's responding to the situation. And then again, y'all only been together for 6 months. So maybe he don't feel the need to, bring you into that side of his relationship or into part of his business just yet. I don't know. Well, I don't know if he's trying to be in a relationship and he wants to push forward. So, no. You just got to be a little bit more open about the situation. You got to hold him accountable. And if he doesn't want to do this and he's not trying to be in his daughter's life, that should show you how you need to move accordingly. Me personally, I just don't feel right being with a man who doesn't acknowledge his children. Like, if you're not acknowledging them at all and just acting like they don't exist, I can't do it. That's just me. I ain't rocking with it. You know what I'm saying? And because how he treats I feel like it's how a man treats his mom or his children is definitely going to be a reflection of how he treats you. That's just how I feel. Prove me wrong in the comments, T-Sippers. But yeah, talk to him about it. And how he responds is how you need to take your action. If he responds negatively, you need to go about your merry way. If he responds positively and saying he's trying to do something and wouldn't mind taking your advice on something, I don't know, you need to stay there, work through the situation. But if he responds like, shit, I ain't fucking with you might want to go about your way. That's just my opinion. What are your thoughts, T-Sippers? Comment below. Let me know how y'all feel. Hey, man, that's all the tea we spilled on this Monday night. Make sure you, that's all the tea we spilling on this Monday night. If you are watching on Facebook, I need you to hit the share button. I need you to hit all those likes. And I need you to comment and make sure you invite your friends to rewatch the replay. If you're on YouTube, and hit that bell right at the top so you never ever miss a video from your girl, A Tru Lady. Also, I want to hear you fire off in your comments as well. But you can always catch that tea with me on the radio, hashtag CTT on air, or follow me on social media, such a Lady85 on everything. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, or really just search for the hashtag Catch the Tea. You're bound to find me in all the tea I spill. We out.